Hello, starting to see some people joining in. Today we got our body. The only thing that I think you might want equipment for is if you have a band at home, it's optional. It's not necessary, but we'll be doing in the studio here is a little bit of a side lunges, which you guys have done with us in the past. If you don't have that much space, a band might be a little bit fun for you guys. But other than that, we'll be good to go. And yeah, we're gonna be doing some side lunge stuff. So if you want to have a band wrapped around the ankles, or if you kind of want to utilize it as more of an adductor stretch, well, also I think we'll do at least 2 sets of them. So if you want to do a band for one set, not the other, I think that'll work fun as well. All right. And right there, we can go ahead and start giving those arm circles here, nice and small going forward, making them bigger as we progress through. I saw Dot sneaking in. Carol said she might come in today, but I didn't see her walk in. So, yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see if she shows up. Otherwise, Jessica might also be coming tomorrow. I'm not sure if I told you guys that. But go ahead, take a few reps there at the top, and then bring them back down. Then start going backwards. Same thing. Start small, go big here. Just getting that blood flow through the shoulder. And go ahead, give me those hamstrings and that chest opener right there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, it, were they just sore, or was it just like, yeah? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I've heard that, especially like through shoulders and knees and hips. For that, just like that sound of like the bone, just kind of, yeah. It's like the anatomical equivalent of like just scratching the chalk, kind of. Yeah. Right. So knee hugs. Do they hurt right now, or is it just like the normal tender? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What were you crouching for yesterday? Just like some home stuff, or? Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna go squats here. Let's see if they're looser. So, mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, because it was quiet last night, right? And let's go calf raise at the top of those squats. And let's go rock those ankles here, heel to toe, heel to toe. Yeah, I was gonna say she's multitasking over here. And then let's go here, lunges for me, forwards or backwards, or at least give me that mountain climber stretch here. Getting some glute or some hip flexor stretching. for us. And let's go ahead, even out there. Then we're going side shifters right there. And even out there, let's go hip openers here. Hip openers right there. And the opposite knee from the out to the in. And relax there, stretch a little bit more if we need to. Dot, what we're going to be doing later on today is doing that that side shifter, kind of like that elongated adductor walk. So you can have a band for that if you want. It's going to take a little of the opportunity away to stretch the adductor, but it will get that glute firing, which I'm okay with either. And we do have 2 sets if you want to alternate which one you do there. Because we'll be doing 2 separate reps of that. So if you want to use the band for one and not the other, it gives you that opportunity. Or if you want to use the band for both, that is okay too. But our first activities are actually going to be a squat into Kirchi lunge and a reverse. Then we slip the bands on if we want to use them. We're going to go back and forth here a couple times for rep 1. And then we have just a squat pulse, which you're more than welcome to keep the bands on as well. You can even bring them a little bit higher to kind of work the knees, the glutes a little bit more that way. But to start us off here, like I said, it's just a squat, Kirchi lunge, or just a reverse lunge. And if the Kirchi lunge ever gets too much, we can also go squat, side lunge, squat, side lunge, kind of like that, just to kind of get those hips activated. But let's go ahead and start here in 3, 2, 1, begin. Making sure that back hip doesn't dip too much, or we're trying to keep it as parallel to the ground as possible while we're going with that lunge. Does take a little bit of a mind thing after eventually you think you're comfortable, and then you kind of find the balance. Try to get 2 more reps for me, 1 each side. Then, like I said, band opportunity here. We're going side shuffle. 2, 1, relax. We're over here. And if we have the band, we're not really going elongated on those steps. We're pretty much just trying to stay as low as possible with those hips. And Dad, I'll have you take a couple steps forward. That way you guys can alternate here. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. It's time to stay as low as possible here. Further out you walk, the more difficult it's going to be. And the slower you bring that trail leg, that backwards leg, into the other leg, the harder it's also going to be as well here. We're thinking maybe a half leg here, a half leg. Way to keep that trail leg nice and slow, under control for that trail leg. Karen, I'll have you start going back the other direction now, since you're kind of evened out here. And Dot, same with you. I'll have you start going back to that wall or to the mirror. Yep, you're starting to feel it. Band was the decision here. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Like I said here, now we're just going squat pulses. So if you want those bands a little bit higher on the shins, closer to the knee, to make you force on keeping those knees out, that's an option. Otherwise, you can drop the band and you can stay just nice and low here. Go pulse for me. But we're going here in 3, 2, 1. Let's fire those glutes. Three, 2, 1. Like I said, we got a whole nother opportunity to go through that again here. Squat, Kirchi lunge, squat backwards lunge, or squat side lunge are going to be those two opportunities here. And then you guys can decide if you want to put the bands back on here, another set of walking side shuffles. But let's go ahead, give me those squats, Kirchi lunges in 3, 2, 1, begin. Go ahead, or definitely still making sure that we're pressing through the heels here. Again, we're trying to get that glute, a little bit of overdrive, just get that blood flow going through the hips here. Perfect. Keep breathing here. Give me about 2 more reps here each side, 2 more reps each side. And 3, 2, 1 here. We're going back to that shuffle walk. Again, it's the option to have the band, or you're just staying nice and low. You're taking a nice lead foot, almost like that side shifter. And that's the other opportunity here, is just to get a little stretch in those adductors as well. All right, here. We look good spacing wise. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, begin. Keeping that back leg especially nice and slow here if we're using the band. Both of us trying to stay nice and low here as well. About another half leg for us here. So we're pretty much want to go halfway to me and then back to our respective walls. Yep, going back, and then Carol, I'll have you step back as well here. Just a few more steps. Drag them out as slow as we possibly can. Make them count here. 2, 1, relax. And now we got those squat pulses coming at us. Water break after that, though. I'll let you guys stretch out those hamstrings and those glutes a little bit. But just giving me a squat pulse. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, begin. Really try to press through the heel. Try to get that focus to the glute. That's why we're doing all this hip stuff here. Get as low as we possibly can here. As low as we possibly can. Trying to avoid those hips from rising from that depth at all. We're trying to maintain that position. You guys are doing great with that maintenance. Anybody want extra credit? Otherwise, relax. Relax. How those feeling? Okay, great. Go ahead, definitely take a second opportunity here, stretch those out. We're going to take the next kind of sets anyway. Well, not the next sets exactly, but we got some time. Grab some water break, stretch it out a little bit, and breathe here, and we will be back in a moment. So you guys are still taking a break here, but I do kind of want this next one to be a little bit more of a recovery, get that blood flow going, because we were doing some slow movements. So we got lunges, lateral lunges here. We can have those feet planted or dynamic. After that, we're going to take it really nice and slow. We got single leg RDL, then we're going down to the ground, and we're going to do those glute bridges. Hold with the alternating kick from the bottom, trying to maintain our hip level. So this isn't like a race activity. This is just trying to maintain, get that blood flow going back to the lower body here. That is our goal. Breathe it out. We got side lunges in 3, 2, 1. This can be dynamic, or those feet could be planted here. Three, 2, 1. Go ahead, even out if we need to. Like I said, we're just going to go single leg RDL here, trying to maintain that hip alignment, really focus on that hamstring, that glute stretch. Let's go here in 3, 2, 1, begin. Three, 2, 1. Nice switch over to the other foot here. Let's go again in 2, 1, begin. There you go. Three or four more reps here, taking it nice and slow. And 3, 2, 1. Relax. Like I said, we're jumping down here. We got those glute bridges. Hold and kick. You can use those arms for a little bit of extra support if you need to, but try to make sure we get as high as we possibly can before we start kicking. Let's go ahead in 3, 2, raise the hips as high as possible, then go ahead, start kicking. Really try to drive through those heels during this hold. It might feel a little bit more opportune to push through the toes. We want to keep pushing through those heels for those glutes. Those toes might allow us to get the hamstring, those quads in there, or calves in there a little bit more, which isn't the worst thing, but just a nice little mental note for us. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You guys go ahead, relax there. We're going to get some water. Coming back to me in a second. For us next here, you guys can just still stretch it out a little bit if you want. We got caterpillars pretty much into push-ups. So that'll be our first 2 activities here. You can walk out with the hands or the feet. I'd recommend switching it up if we can based on what we normally do. But that'll be us to start. Again, trying to get some blood flow to the hamstrings. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, begin for me. So like I said, you got push-ups after this, so you don't have to do a push-up with these, but you are more than welcome to. Nice control on those walks, both with the hands and the feet. That's awesome. Again, this isn't one of those race ones here. We're just kind of working for that hamstring stretch here, actively trying to stretch it versus just doing a nice little static operation. Give me one more rep here. Then we got push-ups, whether we want to do those on the mats or the wall. 3, 2, 1. And let's go push-ups here in 3, 2, 1, begin. Try to give me 3 more here, at least 3 more. And then we're in a tabletop position here. We're going to have bird dogs in 3, 2, 1, to the ground. We got bird dogs here, alternating, no holds here. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, begin. Try to keep those movements nice and slow this time around, rather than just kind of getting there into position. I want you guys to take this one nice and slow. Little pause at the top is awesome as well, which I'm seeing. Two, 1, stay right there. We're going to go cat-cow for me here. So pretty much we're staying in this position. Let's go cat-cow in 3, 2, 1, begin. No moves today. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go on our backs here, hands beneath the low back if we need to, and we're just going to knee or bring those knees in here. We're going in 2, 1, begin. Try to get those legs just above the ground as you're extending. Just above the ground as you're extending. There we go. Three, 2, 1. Relax. We're going side plank here. Forearm. And let's go in 3, 2, 1. Begin. There you go. Utilizing the mirror here, making sure those hips don't dip lower than they are right now. I like to see that right there. Keep breathing here. Keep breathing. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice little switch over to the other side. Same thing here. Let's go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead for me right there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys can relax right there. Here, we're going down to the middle, but you can grab a drink of water before you get here if you prefer. Let's extend over to the left side here. Off to the right. And let's go ahead, lay on back here. Let's go figure 4 again today. Include stretch. Switch for me right there. Relax there. You guys are going to go ahead, stand on up here. We're going hinging at the hips here. Hang and hamstring stretch. Feel free to relax the spine if you so choose. You can touch the ground, cross the arms, however you feel more comfortable. Go ahead, slowly come up from there. When you come on up, go ahead, grab an ankle here. We got quad stretch for us there. Let's switch there. Relax. I'll have you guys return back to me. Let's shrug those shoulders a few times here. Forwards and backwards. Squeeze up nice and tight. Let them drop. Bring the chin with it. Let's go stretch the back of our neck. Let's go ahead and raise it up right there. Head tilts back now, chin to the ceiling. Stretch the front of our neck. Return to center, same ear, one ear, same side shoulder, side of our neck. And raise it up. Give me that same thing on the other side. Relax there. Stretch out a little bit more if you need to. Grab some water here. And that is our Wednesday. And thank you guys for dropping in. I'll see you guys next time as well.